Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. Yes, I'm vlogging again, and Kitty actually asked me to come back to her boutique and check out her new arrivals. Kitty is a pre-loved bag seller. I do find that her prices are quite low, so you might be able to snap up really cool bag for like under $300. She has a lot of Coach, even some Hermes, and a lot of Vivienne Westwood as well, which is cool because in Australia we don't even have a Vivienne Westwood store. If you want to buy any of Kitty's things, she does have an Instagram, so you can definitely DM her, or you can visit her in the Glen shopping centre. She is going to be here for a little bit longer in Melbourne. Otherwise, you can just message her on Instagram, which I'll link below as well. First up, we have this Ferragamo micro bag in an embossed lizard material. I believe it's a leather, and it's $179 in red with gold hardware. Kitty's boutique has a lot of like pre-loved goods, and they're all different brands like Ferragamo, Burberry, Coach, and as you can see on this table, there's a lot of SLGs. This Coach bag was pretty simple, $149. She also had a little Prada wallet on strap, which is a nice versatile piece. A lot of her bags were like literally under $300, so there's a lot of good deals to be had. Vivienne Westwood, as I said, is a brand we don't commonly have in Australia, but most of her bags were priced at $299, I must say. This one was $229, a little Vivienne Westwood flap bag in a vegan leather, so it was not real leather. But if you are a vegan, I suppose that might be a benefit. It did feel really soft though, and it could be a cute little, bag to go out in. Not gonna break the bank. This Chanel Caviar flap I actually showed in my last vlog, and this Ferragamo Patent leather bag was $450. I particularly like this Chev leather Hermes wallet in a hot pink color. This particular wallet is actually double-sided, so it has the H on both sides, which I thought was a cool feature. And guys, this similar wallet on the website is like $5,000. This one was $799 with all the little slots in there. I don't know if they do this particular style anymore with the double-faced style. This one they still do. This one was in much better condition and it was newer. Beautiful green. This one was about $1,000 Kitty was selling it for, but as I said, the retail is literally like $5,000, which is crazy for a wallet, and I'm not gonna lie guys, I did want that wallet. This bag she was selling for $2,000, but it did sell that day, so Kitty let me know that this is not available anymore, but it was a really good deal. It's the Chanel gold ball phone pouch. I did have a little bit of corner wear though, but nonetheless, $2,000 for a Chanel bag. And last time I called this Parenza Schooler, but I believe this is Philip Lim, and that bag is around $100, I think. Pretty good deal for that one, $159. This Vivienne Westwood Croc heart bag can also be worn as a backpack, and I personally really like the design, $299. I think if you want to go for that like cutesy Harajuku look, this could be a nice bag to go for. Even for like a music festival or something, I can see, or like a rave party, I can see someone wearing this. Not that I've been to a rave party lately, but you never know. I think Charlie XCX is definitely bringing that back, right? Then you have this Coach bag, which I don't know if this is a tabby bag, guys. I'm actually really bad with the Coach bag names. But yeah, it's got the big C on the front. I think it was about $2.99. Then this Burberry bag was not in the best condition. It was $159, but the silhouette reminded me of the flamenco pouch because it's literally just like a drawstring pouch. It's a really interesting design, right? I assume it's from the Christopher Bailey era, orange with the check. You could wear it as a clutch, but I believe it also has a crossbody strap, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, it has a bit of corner wear. Kitty said that this one's not in the best condition, but if you want to snap up, a $100 designer bag, there's that. I found these Celine bags very interesting. I also featured these in my last vlog, but I wanted to zoom up on them a little bit more because I'm not that familiar, to be honest, with vintage Celine. Let me know guys if you've ever collected a few vintage Celine bags because they do go for good deals. This one I believe was a little over $1,000, but it literally looks like a Cali bag. I personally preferred this one a little bit more because it was a little bit smaller. This one was $5.99. But make an offer guys, Kitty's pretty flexible. And it features that canvas with the brown trim, and I quite liked the little turn lock clasp. It's very Mademoiselle Chanel, or it could even be a bit like Hermes Kelly, right? In a way, I would say this is very Hermes Kelly. The interior had some leather as well, and a few pockets. Had a bit of marks in the very corner at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that, guys, but it's a pretty cool bag actually, and it felt very like sufficient for a, like, you know when you feel a vintage bag, you're like, this really feels like the real deal. That's how it felt. Sometimes I feel like modern day bags and I'm like, this just feels like not a real bag. But the vintage bags, you're like, they don't make them like they used to. Then we had this Vivienne Westwood bucket bag. I'm going to assume this is on the low end of pricing, $149. And a Louis Vuitton fabric bag. These always sell for quite low, $399. You know, this silhouette, this like little shoulder bag hobo thing is definitely back in fashion, I would say. And a few years ago, you know, I saw these on eBay for next to nothing, but still $3.99 is an incredibly good deal for a Louis Vuitton bag. I mean, these days, guys, you'd be lucky to get an SLG for that much. And to the left, I've spotted this big Prada logo bag. I do feel like this vibe is coming back in fashion too. It's very nostalgic. I don't know, I just feel like it's very like Devil Wears Prada, like that whole like logo thing. And I know that Devil Wears Prada, they're going to make a second one as well, which I'm really excited to watch because it's literally my favorite movie. And then she had a few Burberry Blue Label bags actually. This one I think is just Burberry. It's a Burberry baguette, which you can kind of see it's Burberry from the check, but it was only $139. Could be the Blue Label, which was actually a Japanese... was only sold in Japan. It was a license actually, so that doesn't exist anymore. If you ever see Burberry Blue Label, it will just be Preloved because that doesn't exist anymore. This is a Gucci, it's kind of like a Jackie tote bag in a satin. It's not satin, it's more of a nylon finish. Definitely on trend, I would say. Definitely on trend. This aesthetic, this quiet luxury look is very current Gucci, but definitely can get the look for less. What was this bag? Oh, Bali. Yep, and a Ferragamo tote. Also very on trend. I would say that silhouette with the long straps. I can imagine that from the row or something. You know, that bit of a quiet luxury vibe. Right, guys? You don't have to pay $6 million to look quiet luxury, guys. You can just get something from Kitty's Boutique and bam. This Coach bag was very throwback. The whole vibe. This Coach bag was trying to be a Gucci Jackie bag kind of thing. And I like it because it does feed into the current trends as well with the zip. It also, it could be like a bit of a trim bag from Hermes, one of my favorite bags. It had a few pockets at the back, but it has that like old school monogram logo on it, which makes it very Y2K. Which I can see like a young person like pulling off, to be honest. This one was $279, a Gucci tote in monogram canvas. I mean... snap that up for 200 bucks, not too bad. 199 bucks. This little Coach monogram logo mania bag, pretty cheap. And then this was a Burberry Blue Label, $149. I quite like the denim with the gold. Denim bags have been very trending this year, I must say. They've definitely come back, so you could definitely get the look for less here with Kitty's Boutique. And by the way, guys, I'm not sponsored. Kitty did not pay me to make this video. I just like trying out the vlogging. I think it's really fun, and I just hope I can do more stuff like this in the future too. So I'm just seizing the moment. I particularly like that Burberry scarf with the pink hearts. I thought that was so cute. This little micro bag was $199. Quite a cute little bag for... yeah, I think that could complement any outfit, actually. That's a really sweet little bag. Quite cute, right? I was tempted to get that because it was only $199. Same with that one. That's really cute too. Vintage vibes. The inside was a little bit vintagey, but not too bad. And guys, I have to mention, I went to Cash Converters a few days later and they had a Hermes bag in there. Now this bag was selling for $2,999, which is a complete ripoff. I'll go back to it in a sec, but Cash Converters, they really don't know the value of designer goods, I must say. In the past, I bought a Chanel bag from Cash Converters for like $2,000. But some of their bags, they don't know how to price. Now, this Guess bag. Guess I've seen in TK Maxx recently, and it's like really cheap. But some of these bags were quite expensive. Like this Calvin Klein was $49. I think that's a bit much for cash and converters. But, you know, I guess they think that that's how much they can make profit from, right? Because cash converters, you go there, you give them your bags, and they give you cash. And then they try and make profit. This little Prada wallet, $499. I mean, a bit high for Prada. And then this is the Hermes bag. This is like a fabric bag. I'll put the name of this type of bag on the screen, but I know on eBay you can snap this up for like under $1,000. It's definitely not worth $2,999. Someone also dropped off their Troll and Gremlin collection, so this was pretty cool. This Gremlin, yeah, let me know guys if you're a fan of Gremlins. I remember watching it when I was younger, but yeah, I guess it's just a classic movie. And if you're into Pop Marts, you know, if you go to cash converters, they always have them. I personally have never collected one because don't even get me started with that, guys. Like, once I pop, I can't stop. Literally, with the Pop Mart, I'm not even going to touch those, guys. Like, I don't know if you've seen my Jellycat collection, but I'm definitely not getting into that. Someone also dropped off their whole Star Trek collection. That's the thing, guys. People who collect stuff, it reaches a point where they get over it. And then this is a Fendi Monster backpack, which was kind of cool. Some Versace heels. Bit expensive, I would say. They were kind of quoting stuff too high. That little multicolor Louis Vuitton bag was not too bad. That was like $1,999. Someone also dropped off, as I said, their whole Trolls collection. And they were selling all these Trolls for $29 each. Bit steep. But let me know, guys, if you're an avid Troll collector, if that was too high. I also wanted to show you guys my recent TK Maxx haul. I know a bit of a mixed bag here, but I went to TK Maxx and I didn't buy anything actually, but I tried on this pearl bag. And I also found this satin bag. I know I went here last week, but I just wanted to see what else they had in this store because they always have the most randomest bags in here and I just like sussing it out. This satin bag with diamantes was a nice like evening bag, I suppose, for $29.95. And they had a little bag with little crystals on it. I thought was quite nice as well. This bag was from, I don't know if you saw last week, guys, but I featured a Margot lookalike, the Ro Margot suede bag. And it was from the same Claudia brand. And they had this bag chained up. I don't know what this is trying to dupe, but I'm pretty sure this is trying to dupe something, guys. Let me know if you know what it is. It was $199. I found this Charles & Keith bag as well with like a giant twilly on it. And it has these really exaggerated handles. This reminds me of, there is, oh gosh, what is it now? There is a bag that was trending that is like this kind of shape with like the big handles. Oh, I've got a mental blank on it actually. But I was just trying it on my shoulder. And it wasn't too bad. I did like the giant twilly accents on it. Yeah, you guys know I love my twillies. So, yeah, I checked out the Juicy Couture section. A lot of the bags that I saw last week had been sold, actually. But they did have a few new things, like that purple tote. And, yeah, a few Steve Madden bags. This little vanity case. Very Chanel-esque from, you know, 5 years ago. Then we've got these bags just walking around here, sussing out the situation. This little backpack thing was not too bad. This bee bag was very Alessandra Michele Gucci vibes. Then I found this little top handle bag as well with the pearls, satin, reduced to $20-something. I mean, not too bad. By the way, guys, this was in the Glen shopping centre in Melbourne. So if you want to suss out this TK Maxx, then there you go. Bikinis and martinis. I mean, why not? Why not, guys? Get out your bikinis and martinis. And Tommy Bahama. This is a brand I'm not that familiar with, but I didn't think it was like a TK Maxx brand. I actually thought it was like kind of like a mid-tier beachy vibe. Definitely American brand, but yeah, it's one of those ones I'm not too familiar with. I do like this Sincerely Jules brand. I thought this was quite a cute puffer tote bag. I don't know if you can hear, guys, but it's currently like really raining. Hopefully that's not picking up on my microphone because, you know, that might be, I mean, it might be soothing. Maybe you guys will enjoy the little rain in the background. I hope you guys have enjoyed my vlog as well. I know I've just been blabbing on, but I've seen a lot of bags in the last few days. This was also by the brand Simply Jewels. Let me know if you've heard of that brand before, because I was not too familiar. Randomly, I found a Wild Fox bag in TK Maxx the other day, and I totally forgot about the brand Wild Fox. I remember it was so popular in the early 2010s, but a lot of these brands just ended up in TK Maxx, right? It's kind of sad, but I guess that's, you know, fashion is brutal. It really is. It is probably one of the most brutal... I wouldn't say it's the most brutal industry you can work in, but it's not glamorous, actually. A few juicy wallets, and yeah, I was sussing out some mugs, but I didn't end up buying this random crap, like that trunk. That was literally just falling apart. I was thinking to put like my shopping bags in there, but I passed up on it, so I didn't buy that. Then after all that, I just had a bit of a relaxing time, just sit back. Had a muffin with some matcha latte. This was some wholemeal vegan blueberry combination. Yeah, I'm a sweet tooth, guys, and you know, wholemeal is kind of healthy, not really. Then I went to Miniso, and if you're a Hello Kitty fan, they do have a lot of Sanrio in Miniso at the moment, which I think is really cute. They had a few hair ties, some hair brushes, some pencil cases, little notebooks, the whole works, and everything was like about $9 to $50. I really like those little baskets down the bottom as well. They're really cute for like organizing makeup, or even just like little knickknacks, like stationery, little keychains. I know I usually like organize all my little crap in these things, like I put soft toys in there, or just little knickknacks I may have acquired that, yeah, I don't really know what to do with. Yeah, and then they had some cute little socks as well, which I really liked, and some pencil cases. I ended up picking up a bottle opener fridge magnet because I thought that might be kind of handy, and it was only, I think it was like about $4.99 perhaps. I quite like this little collection from Miniso as well. So guys, if you enjoyed watching my vlog today, give me a lollipop emoji. I'm just gonna wrap it up now because, yeah, I just wanted to film like me shopping, because it's fun to take you guys along and see what I see, because sometimes I feel like talking to someone when I'm shopping, but yeah, at this particular stage I was just by myself. So thanks for joining me, and I hope you guys have a beautiful evening or morning, whatever you're doing now. And let me know if you liked any of the things in this vlog, and I guess I'll talk to you guys on my next video. Have a good night. See you.